Yes, I'm over a week late. Don't judge me. But today I'll be looking at the predator that almost ate Omega in the Bad Batch episode, and that is the Nexu. Now, I feel like Star Wars wildlife and animals don't really get enough screen time or don't have enough background to them. So I'm going to tell you everything in canon about the predator, the Nexu. So roll my fantastical intro, because that's all I really have at this point. It's just an intro. I mean, I'm just dragging this out. Just begin. Now I'm going to be using the Wikipedia, even though some people may think that's not actual content, even though, let's be honest, every single content creator uses the Wikipedia. So everyone you watch, they use the Wikipedia, whatever wiki, they use it. So let's just get started. The Nexu was classed as a feline and stood 0.93 meters tall and 4.51 meters in length. They were carnivores and found on Shulgana and Seleucami. This lion-like predator had a sharp mane of quills on the back of its neck and 4 eyes, with the last pair of eyes being used to track prey using infrared vision. Nexus had incredibly sharp teeth and very sharp claws, and had a light skeleton to be able to allow it to be agile and light while traveling through trees, but this also worked at its disadvantage as it had a very light skeleton, so a single kick could easily break a bone or even kill the animal, like we saw in Attack of the Clones when Anakin used the reek to flip it over basically and kill the Nexu. Finally, the Nexu had a forked whip-like tail and made their first ever appearance in Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, in 2002. Alright, enough of me sounding like a robot. Let's go into the actual history of the animal and what it was seen doing. As I said, it first appeared in Attack of the Clones and was released alongside an Acklate and a Reek in the Geonosian Arena, which I forget the name of, I apologize about that, to kill Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Padme Amidala. So, the Nexu went after Padme, and while she climbed up, so did the Nexu, and was getting whipped by her with an iron chain. Then when he scratched her, we all hoped, show off more skin, but no, all that came out was blood, so that was very disappointing. And then once it fell down again, as I said earlier, Anakin came along with a reek and just knocked it over. And because of its light skeleton, the Nexu was killed instantly. In the Clone Wars, we see that among some other animals in Tech's sound collection, he has Nexu. So obviously they've run into a Nexu, or he knows about a Nexu. We just know that Nexu's on there. You can see the name right there. Now, if you can't read Arabic, then don't really know what to tell you. Just trust me on this. Then in the most recent Bad Batch episode, well, for me anyway, not for you guys, but in Cut and Run, we see a Nexu attack Omega, and she shouldn't have gone over that fence, but it took both Sue and Hunter, Sue with a blaster and Hunter with a knife, to just scare off the creature. So that really shows how powerful it is when you don't actually have another animal like a reek to deal with it, even though reeks are on the planet, so it shouldn't be too hard to deal with them. But now this video is over, and I've just realized that Nexu's eyes are black when they're meant to be red, so that's an issue, but it doesn't really matter, not my fault. Came out in 2002, who knows. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, tough luck really, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, soldiers, and have a nice life.